I was very proud of the way the kids played in the Belleville game. They came out right from the get-go. They were playing hard. They were intense. They were focused. We didn't really have a slow, dragging start. We came out there and got after them right from the beginning. And that's something that I want to see more of. And I was glad to see that in the very first game. I thought our kids played extremely hard. Even if we made mistakes, they were making them full speed, and we can live with that. We still want to fix those mistakes, but if they make a mistake, they're making it full speed. So on offense or defense or whatever it was. So very proud of the kids. It was a great start. We started fast, and I thought we finished strong. So I thought we had one little lapse right there, right out of halftime. That their first, our first drive, and then their first drive right after halftime. The momentum kind of switched right there real quick, but we were quick to get it back and get back on track on the game. So did a lot of good things offensively, defensively, did some good things special teams, but we got a lot of work to do in all areas. Offensively, we could still do some things better. We had some busted blocking schemes. We had some, we ran some wrong routes or didn't run the route quite the right depth, and quarterback had a couple of wrong reads. Running backs didn't give the play time to develop and see the hole a couple times. So a lot of things, all these are all things that are fixable. We watched on film. Defense didn't get lined up quite fast enough sometimes, or maybe weren't lined up right a couple times. But for the most part, we did a lot of good things, did a lot of things right. So, but those things we did wrong, we watched film with them. We go over those things, and we're going to get better. Kickoff teams got to get better on special teams. I feel like our punt return team's got to get better. We let too many balls hit the ground and roll. We're big believers in catch. If you can catch it, fair catch or whatever. So punt returns got to get better as well. So a lot of areas, a lot of room for improvement. But overall, first ball game, extremely happy. We're definitely a week better than we were the week before, and that's our goal. And overall, very happy. And we were definitely a week better. Those Gatesville kids, they always play hard. I think a lot of times our kids go in and underestimate those guys, and they shouldn't, because those kids over in Gatesville play hard. They get after you. I spent a couple years over there. They're hard-nosed kids. They're physical. They're competitive. They want to win. They've got a desire to win. Things like that. So, and they've had some really good years. They've had some down years, but overall, always a very tough win to get. So, we're 9-11 against them overall throughout the years, and I stressed that to the kids. I did last year. I'll do it again. We want to try and fix that. There's not a whole lot of teams in the state of Texas that have a winning record against us, and Gatesville is one of them. So we definitely want to remedy that situation. So Gatesville, very tough team. Very big up front, big on the O-line, probably one of the biggest we'll see all year. I hope we don't see one bigger, because these guys they're huge up there, and they move pretty good too for their size. So very good. They're going to try and run smash mouth football. They're going to get in a lot of different formations. They don't run a whole lot of different plays. So 7 or 8 plays they run, but I think we had a little over 40 formations on them. So they're just trying to get good angles to get the blocks they want for the plays that they run, and try and get you outnumbered sometimes with some unbalanced formations and things like that. So it's going to be key that our defense gets lined up, gets their eyes on their key, reads their key, and reacts and flies to that ball like they did last week. Very proud of how hard they played and how they got to the ball last week. So we're going to have to do that again. We're going to have to do that again this week against Gatesville. They're very tough. O-line's big. The quarterback's back from last year. He ran for a bunch of yards on us last year. Another big kid. He's got a good arm too. He's not a bad passer at all. They're going to mix in the pass every now and then and try and keep you honest. But I think what they really want to do is control the clock, pound the ball, and just kind of wear you out physically. So very tough opponent. On the defensive side of the ball, they've got some hosses down there on the D-line. Number 90, returning defensive tackle. He's all over the place, strong as a bull. Number 18, played a little defensive end last year. He's playing D-tackle and D-end, kind of playing a little bit of both these years. Tall, lean, and very strong and quick defensive player for him. Number 15, an outside linebacker for him, returner also. Number 5 on the back end, playing in the secondary, and number 10, who wasn't with them last year, maybe their best athlete, is back this year. He had a knee injury last year. He's back this year, and a very athletic young man. So they've got some weapons, and all those guys I talked about on defense also come over and play some offense, and they find ways to get them the ball in the run game or in the pass game. So number 18 will play some fullback and some kind of like an H-back set for him, and some tight end. Number 5, well, they'll get him the ball in the passing game or in the run game. Number 10, they get him the ball in the passing game or the run game. So they're going to find a way to get it to their athletes. So very tough. They're going to try and outsmart you, and they're going to try and pound you. They do. They're going to probably be. They're going to try to be very. They're going to try to be balanced offensively. They're going to be a little heavier run, probably 60% run, 40% pass, something like that. But they're going to lean run when they need to. They are going to mix in the pass though. They're going to try and keep you honest. They're not going to shy away from throwing it every now and then. You'll see some play action pass out of them. You'll see some drop back pass. Things like that. So they'll be a little heavier run, but they do want to try and get a little bit more balanced. So. I would expect it to be around 60-40 run to pass.
Okay, and you went and watched them play against Conley. Obviously, they had a more positive result this year, winning. Yeah. You saw the 2 scrimmages. So, would you say that they're probably an improved football team this season as compared to last year?
Yes, they are definitely better. They're definitely a year better. They've got quite a few kids back in some key positions. They got their quarterback back. Their running back actually moved. Their starting running back from last year, he moved off, but. A guy that played inside linebacker for him is starting at running back, still playing some defense as well. But they do a little rotation. They have personnel groupings for their formations, and they do a good job of getting the ball to their playmakers. So, they're going to be a tough opponent. We're going to have to be ready. We're going to have to be prepared and be ready to play. Our advantage in this game, they're going to have the size and the strength, and they're going to try and power us. Our advantage is going to be our speed and our quickness, and we're going to have to use that to our advantage. We did that last year. In the win last year, it was really not much different. They had the size and the power, and we had the quickness, and we ended up using that to our advantage to get the win. I could see a similar situation this year as well. We're going to have to get some stops on defense. We're going to have to tackle well. We tackled pretty good for a first game, but we missed some tackles the other night against Belleville. We're going to have to tackle well against Gatesville, and we're going to have to get them off the field. And then when we're out there, we got to get our running game. Our running game was good against Belleville. This is going to be a tougher defensive line. Our running game's got to be able to get some tough yards when we need it. So I feel good about our passing game. They've shown a lot of different looks. They're a 4-3 defense. They'll put those outside backers out wide and give you kind of 4-1 in the box. They did that a lot last year. They'll go straight man sometimes and get in a 5-2 front. They'll even get in a 3-4 front like our defense sometimes. So they mix it up a little bit. Their base defense is a 4-3 though, so that's why we'll mostly see a 4-1 most likely. But like I said, you never know. They might say last year the passing game killed us, so they might try and put fewer people in the box and put a lot more people in coverage. And the thing about our offense is we're going to take what you give us, and if they're giving us the run, then we're going to run the ball, and we're going to have to be successful at it. Yeah, freshmen won last week against Brenham's freshmen. It was a combination A-B team for Brenham, and I was real proud of the freshmen. They played hard. It was a back-and-forth game early on. We ended up getting the lead, and then they started to come back on us, and we got a defensive stop at the end to hold on to the 2-point victory. Our JV went over and played at Harker Heights and played Harker Heights JVB team. Did a great job over there. Came away with the win, 30-12. So very proud about those guys. So the program's 3-0 right now in football, and we're hoping to keep that going. Our JV and freshmen this week are going to play at Gatesville. The freshmen will start at 5:30. JV will follow that. And then, of course, the varsity's here at home at 7:30 Friday night. Volleyball last Friday beat McGregor in 5 sets. We're very proud of those girls. The volleyball team's coming along very well. Those girls are playing hard. They're working hard, and they're fun to watch because they're out there competing, and they're going after balls. They're diving. Anything and everything. They're doing what they can to win, and it's fun to watch when they do that. They've got this week the volleyball team's at Marlin on Tuesday, and they're at Rogers on Friday. So come on out and support the girls as well, and they're doing a great job, and I know they're going to keep it up. Cross country this week will be at Lexington on Saturday at the Lexington meet.